Welcome to another episode of the Easewell Podcast, everybody. I'm Dr. Mayor Cara, and today I'm excited to introduce you to Dr. Ashley Roman, one of the amazing doctors here at Ease Wellness Chiropractic in Union City. We're going to get to know Dr. Roman a lot better and get to know her on a personal level and learn about why she chose chiropractic, what drives her, and some of the fun facts about her. So, Dr. Roman, thank you for showing up today and joining us on our podcast.
Thank you for having me, Dr. Cara. I'm so excited to be here and talk about the office and a little bit about me. And hey, let's have fun.
Awesome. All right. So let's jump right into it. And I'd like to know a little bit more about you, of course. Can you tell us a little bit more where you're from and what got you to practicing chiropractic?
So I'm from Puerto Rico.
Awesome.
I was there my whole life. And do you want the short version or the longer version?
Whatever you're comfortable with, yeah.
Basically, I was in my last year of microbiology research.
Awesome.
And I realized I really don't like this. I was bored in the lab. And I remember I came home to my mom and I was like, I don't like this. I don't think I'm going to do this anymore. And she's like, hey, my chiropractor, he's always been like, you go should check it out.
Yeah.
So I went for dinner with him, and at that point, Life was doing like the dinners and all that stuff, and they talked about the leadership weekend.
Right.
So I went to the leadership weekend, and I remember it was January, so the weather was cold and rainy, very different from Puerto Rico.
In Atlanta. Yeah.
So I was sick with all these sinuses.
Oh no.
And so in the leadership weekend, at some point, there's a lot of doctors that adjust you.
Mm-hmm.
So this doctor sees me and he's like, oh, I'm going to clear that nose up. And I'm like,
how are you going to do that?
Yeah. I was like, I don't think so, but you can try.
Okay.
So he's like, trust me, I do this for a living in New York. I see a lot of people. So he's like, when I tell you, just breathe through your nose. And I'm like, I can't breathe through my nose.
Okay.
So he's like, just do it. So I laid down. At that point, I didn't know, but he did that occiput adjustment at that point.
Right. It was probably crazy for you at that
I
point.
didn't know what it was, but I laid down and he was like, okay, breathe. And I was like, okay, it worked. Maybe we'll come back tomorrow.
Right.
Next day was fine. I'm like, maybe we'll come back when I get back home. It was fine. I'm like, maybe there's something here.
Right.
I kind of want to try it.
Right.
So that's what kind of like pushed me.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So then a year later, I just went to school.
Dove right in.
Yeah.
I mean, chiropractic did that to me too. I had an issue once, and TRT was the technique that kind of changed my perspective of everything. I had the same situation, and they did the TRT chiropractic adjustment on me, and I could breathe again.
Really?
Yeah, literally. I was already enrolled though. I was learning more about different techniques, and the TRT one was really caught my attention. Are you familiar with it?
I'm familiar. You
don't practice it,
but I'm familiar. Yeah.
Yeah. That one did the exact same thing it did for you, for me. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this is intense.
Yeah. I was like, how come that fixed my sinuses?
Right.
Because I was more like into research, micro, medical stuff. And I was like,
how's this adjustment?
Yeah. How does that affect here? And yeah, it was very interesting. So that pushed me that way.
Very cool. Very cool. So besides that, we kind of learned what inspired you to get into chiropractic care. Can you share a memorable or funny moment in the journey that sticks out to you in your mind that in your early days?
In my early days. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I was adjusting a patient once.
I know where this is going already.
And I am doing Thompson.
Uh-huh.
And as soon as I'm doing Thompson, there's a relief of gas.
That means it was effective.
And I was like, I didn't say nothing. I was like, it's fine. Everything got relaxed.
Yeah.
The patient never returned.
Oh, no. I felt embarrassed, huh?
Yes.
Oh, man. But I bet you helped him out a lot, though.
Oh, yeah. But I was like, oh, no. I didn't say nothing, but they didn't return. I did remember something else about the previous question, though. I don't know if we want to go over that.
We could definitely.
the reason why my mom was seeing that chiropractor was because a long time ago, like when I was way younger, she had a fall
Mm-hmm.
and she had this herniations in her low back. It was so bad that she couldn't walk.
Oh,
She
wow.
was without walking for months, right?
Pretty serious.
So he ended up going to our house to
Mhm.
adjust her. He would do house visits and adjust her until she started walking again. And so that's when she started going there.
Wow.
And like we would always go to the appointments, but we would never be adjusted.
Right.
I guess at that point, when you think of a chiropractor, you don't think, oh, kids, right? They would adjust the adults at that point, which is different than now because now you see more like families, kids, babies, pregnant women. So it's like everybody gets adjusted now. But,
Everybody with a spine.
exactly.
get
Even
adjusted.
cats, dogs, all that. I don't do that, but
Yeah. I mean, not
It works.
professionally, but I'm sure.
no. But I heard it's really good for them too.
It's just amazing. I adjust my dog daily.
Ah,
After a run or whatnot, just a little palpation on the spine, and I do a little, little range of motion on her legs, and
okay.
yeah, she's back at it.
I'm going to
again.
try it with my dog then.
Yeah, you know what you're doing with it. Can you sum up why you enjoy being a chiropractor in one sentence?
To be able to educate people about their own bodies and health.
Beautiful.
Most people don't know, like they go to you and they're like, I'm hurting, but they don't understand why they're hurting. They don't even know sometimes like the muscles, nothing. And
No,
I mean,
anatomy, of
you wouldn't know because unless you go to school for it, you don't know. But when they go to the office, and for example, we do x-rays, I go over them, I explain everything. And they're like, whoa, it's like amazing that what you're telling me, I'm feeling
You
it.
could see it too
Mhm.
via the X-ray.
Yeah. So
Very cool. Very cool. Well, let's dive into more things about what drives Dr. Roman. What motivates you every day? What keeps you? What's the why behind what you do?
I feel like I'm doing a lot of hums. It's my thinking mode.
You're good. You're good.
So I feel like sometimes it's kind of hard to be motivated, but I find that motivation kind of shifts. Like I recently found out I'm expecting, right?
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I went to my OB-GYN and they did the test, blood test, and she's like, hey, you're low on iron.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why? I've been eating so much stuff, like nutrition-wise, right? Because I have a master's in nutrition.
Of course.
So I'm like eating all this stuff, and I'm like, there must be something wrong. So I started looking, and I learned that there's a lot of foods I'm eating. It's not letting me absorb it.
Right.
So like chocolate, tomatoes, stuff with caffeine, you name it. So I stopped eating those, right? But I have a patient that's pregnant, and I was telling this patient, and she's like, oh my God, I didn't know that either. So I'm like, see, a personal motivation helped me reach to this conclusion and share it with a patient, and now it helps her.
And she'll tell somebody else, and it'll continue to spread.
So now I'm like, okay, maybe, I'm in this journey right now, and let me help everybody that I can that is going through the same thing I'm doing. So currently that's my motivation.
I love it. I mean, you're helping humans all the time. People are getting adjusted by you. They're feeling the difference, and it's changing their physiology, their mentality, everything. So it's a beautiful, that keeps you motivated. And just knowing that we're making a big change in our communities. And people really enjoy it. I mean, at our offices, people come back because they really enjoy. I mean, not just enjoy is a different word, but they really receive and get the result that we're looking for with them over time. It doesn't take one adjustment or two adjustments, but it takes time, and they understand the message that the body can heal itself by itself.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because most of the patients, when they come into the office, they come in and they've never been to a chiropractor. They don't know what chiropractic is. And once they know, they're like, oh my God, I'm going to come back as wellness now.
Yeah. It's great. You're a great doctor. So I mean, bringing them back.
Yeah.
Let's dive into another topic here. What's your go-to piece of advice for somebody struggling to stay motivated in any arena?
This is like the advice I was giving myself. If I
Mhm.
don't do it now, where am I going to be in 5 years? Right?
The procrastination situation.
Exactly. So if I do it now, I'm going to get it done.
Right.
So do it now.
And something I read earlier this morning that really stuck with me today is the killer of anxiety is action.
Hmm.
So
I like that.
if you feel like you're not motivated, dive in and do something.
Yeah.
Dive into an activity, dive into the action that you want. You'll maybe get the result that you want. So it'll keep you motivated. We have ups and downs often,
Mhm.
and everybody, even Jeff Bezos, I'm sure, has his up and downs, and everybody. So you got to stay motivated when you can, right?
Exactly.
Beautiful. How would you describe your approach to chiropractic care?
So most of the time gentle.
Okay.
It's a gentle approach.
Lovely.
Sometimes patients like harder, crack me,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And you do a little extra, but I feel like for the body to respond to the adjustment, everybody's different, and most of the time, life is so rough out there.
Yeah.
They need some caring, some loving,
Yeah.
right? You don't have to be so rough. The spine will receive that adjustment. The subluxation, the interference will remove, and the body will do what it does best. Heal.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you get those rough adjustments, and the body just tenses up. The receiving body tenses up, and then you're not really accomplishing too much. So, yeah, fantastic.
I feel like when I was, right out of school, because the knowledge is like, oh, they want to be adjusted with a lot of force.
Yeah.
Most of the time when I would do those adjustments, patient would be like,
too much.
It's too much. It's, a little sore. And so I, throughout the years, changed it. And that's why I'm more gentle, now. And it's way better results.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see here. What's your philosophy when it comes to treating patients? I think we answered that already. Pretty much the gentle approach, allowing the body to absorb and accept that adjustment without being too rough. So yeah, totally. What's your favorite thing about being a chiropractor at this point in your career?
I like a couple of things. So one, I like to educate. I love to educate my patients. I spend the time with them so that way, they know me, they come back, they know what we're doing. I also like to treat them like family, right? Because it changes the whole dynamic.
Yeah.
Too. So when I go to the office, it feels like my second home. I just go, I'm like, hey, how are you? It's not like, oh,
yeah.
It's like, hey, oh, so-and-so it's in, how are you? How are the kids? Or how are you? It's like, yeah, it feels relaxed. And in Union City office is, super chill. It's amazing. My front desk is amazing. So I love that. Like every day that I go to work is just like
easy peasy.
Easy peasy. The other thing which I didn't expect to be going towards, because I like more ergonomics and posture and stuff.
Right.
It's like pregnancy,
Uh-huh.
which is like I wasn't going to focus on that, but that kind of like life is pushing me that way with like patients and stuff. And now I'm more focused on that too.
That's so
So
cool.
I'm like, cool. I'm looking forward to that too. So
I need to get my wife to see you.
yeah.
As far as Union City is concerned, if someone walks into the Union City office for the first time, what should they expect?
Ooh, first of all, welcome to Union City. Well, we have a lovely front desk. Once you get in, depending if you're car accident or slip and fall, or if you're wellness, we'll get you started. After that, they go and take you to the back to see me. We do an exam, x-rays is needed. And depending on that lets me create the care plan that you need. And so if we need to do therapies, what therapies? If we need adjustments, what type of adjustments for you? Because everybody's different. And so not everybody is going to need the same type of adjustment, right? Pretty much that's the first visit. And then when they come back in, you sign in and do your next visit. I see you, adjust you, you do your therapies, you have a wonderful time. Yeah.
Feel great and come back. See you again.
Yeah.
Let's talk about holistic health and
Okay.
how would you explain chiropractic care to somebody who knows absolutely nothing about it?
Oh, see, this has evolved throughout the years because in the beginning for me it was hard to explain that, but this is my latest version. Okay, so imagine you're in the highway.
Okay.
And suddenly there's traffic because there's 2 lanes blocked.
Okay.
Okay. How is traffic going to be? Slow, 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 right? Slow to get to your destination. Everybody's frustrated. You're not going to get there on time, right? The nervous system is kind of the same when there's a misalignment. So you have your brain, and then the spinal cord is the highway. When there is a misalignment, it puts pressure to the spinal cord. So the information is not going all the way, right? So what do? We remove that interference. So that way everything can flow. No traffic jam, no nothing.
Eloquently explained.
Yeah.
That's easy. I love it.
Patients love it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, yeah, traffic.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes total sense. I love that answer. Start using that myself. So chiropractic care is one part of the wellness journey in the vast world of wellness, right? How would you encourage your patients to integrate other wellness practices, something like you just mentioned, nutrition, exercise, alongside chiropractic care?
Well, it depends on what their goals are, really.
Totally.
I'm going to use myself, for example. So, for example, we talked about earlier nutrition. Oh, I had to change what I was eating because I was eating too much of something that wasn't good for me.
Right.
But before this stage in my life, I wanted to feel better and not sore, for example, after working out or after work. So I would do other therapies like red light therapy, leg compressions, or arm compressions. They have those extensions too, for circulation, vibration therapy, which is great as well.
One of my favorites.
Yes. I'm not doing it right now because
Of course.
but those are great, right? If you're, very active and you're looking for, renew your body. In terms of like nutrition, it depends on what the goal is. Is your goal to be feeling, energy or like not feeling fatigue all the time or, weight loss or stuff like that, it depends on what the goal is. But I also tell them, the normals, how are you sleeping? Sleeping posture is super important.
So important.
I had a lot of patients which they're like, hey, I'm in a lot of pain. My neck feels like I have a crook. And I'm like, how are you sleeping? On your stomach? And they're like, yes.
Neck twisted to the side. Yeah.
And once you explain to them, and I just tell them, imagine sitting for 1 hour just with your neck turned like that.
Yeah.
How it's going to feel.
Or looking at a monitor with your head turned.
And they're like, oh, same thing, but you're sleeping, right?
Yeah.
So going over that, over work ergonomics, that's another thing that can complement chiropractic, because when you get adjusted, but if you go to your same workstation and it's all messed up, that adjustment's going to go,
100%.
right? So you're going to go back, get adjusted, and same thing. So what do you need to do? You need to fix that workstation so that adjustment holds and you can continue to progress.
Yeah. And the thing about adjustments is you are going to get out of alignment because of just normal daily stressors, physical stressors, mental stressors. We're always stressed in this world.
Yeah.
There's always something that's an obstacle or something that we're not greatly comfortable with, and we have to overcome that somehow. So yeah, the adjustment is just like that. You have to maintain mentally, physically, everything. So
the adjustment by itself is not going to do everything, but you need to do other extracurricular things, I say, to help it.
Yeah, it's all together. It's all synergy. So what is one small thing people can do today to improve their overall health?
Just one?
Give me as many as you got.
Drink water, everybody.
That's an important one.
Stretching. Get up and stretch every 45 minutes to an hour. If you're sitting, get up and stretch, because if not, your body's gonna tighten up. We don't want that.
Yep.
Go outside, take a walk, fresh air, sunlight. There's a lot of vitamin D deficiency nowadays.
Yeah, everyone's inside computers and whatnot.
Exactly. Rest your eyes. The brightness of the screens are
Not great for you.
no, terrible. So those were like 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got more than enough. Guys, pay attention and actually do them. They'll help.
Yes.
So let's jump into some rapid fire questions here. So
Ooh.
what is your favorite wellness practice outside of chiropractic?
You mean like massage?
Activity.
Yeah, like activities?
Yeah, like a massage or red light therapy or, running, jogging, whatever.
Wellness activity. I like to walk my dog, to be honest. I love to go to the river walk and walk my dog. That's my main one.
Oh man, I love that too.
Yeah, that's my main one. Other than that, I like to go into like red light and massage.
Yeah,
That's very, very important. But yeah, walking outside, that's been like the big one lately.
Yeah, it's beautiful outside in Atlanta, Georgia, on April 18th. It's beautiful right now. So
it is.
Guys, go out, spend some time in nature. That has a lot of benefits for you. I mean, so many.
It lets you relax too, connect with outside, maybe touch the grass, touch the trees.
Ground. Take those shoes off.
Yes.
All the hippy dippy stuff that was once looked at negatively, they actually are great things. Take your shoes off, take your socks off, walk in some grass with your dog and enjoy life in the present moment.
Exactly.
Have gratitude as well. What's one thing most people don't know about you?
Dr. Cara asked earlier if I could sing. And I was like, I'm not going to sing right now. But I used to sing when I was little. And I was in a TV show in Puerto Rico.
She's a star, guys. Has been from the beginning.
Yeah. But that was a long time ago. Probably that's even lost somewhere in the internet.
And if we're lucky, it's on the internet.
I don't know.
Okay. If we're lucky, we might get a little snippet of that. But that'll be up to her at the end of this. And what's your go-to comfort food?
Lately, if it's weird, is almond butter toast.
Okay.
With bananas and honey.
I thought you were going to say you just want butter, but
almond butter. It's like a toast with almond butter and banana and honey. I don't know.
That's fantastic. Yeah, it's healthy.
I don't know. That's what I'm craving.
Yeah. Cool. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Going in the stress kind of talk that we were talking earlier, kind of bring calm to people.
Oh, that's a superpower.
Yeah, just make people calm.
That's a great answer.
Yeah. Because think about it. If you're stressed, you're going to have tension, you're going to have pain. Everything's going to get worse.
Yeah.
Not even in the muscles and everything, but, inside.
Yeah.
Everything inflamed emotionally.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
I think,
it's a great superpower. Calm the people around you.
Yeah.
I love it. And lastly here, what's your go-to playlist song to get you motivated?
Lately?
Yeah.
It's a little bit of everything.
Or of all time.
For some reason, YouTube has been doing a lot of throwbacks on the mix.
From the 80s, 90s?
Yes.
Early 2000s?
But see, my playlist can range, like it's very drastic, the change.
Yeah.
It will go from Backstreet Boys.
Okay.
To Bad Bunny.
Okay.
To Incubus.
I love it.
To like other Spanish music. So it just jumps around and I'm just like jamming.
I love it. Yeah. Eclectic music taste for all moods. I love it. All right. So let's kind of wrap it up. I think we got to know Dr. Roman very, very well here, and we'll likely have her back to talk about more things in the near future. So thank you so much, Dr. Ashley. I appreciate your time and coming in to see us doing the podcast with us.
Oh, thank you so much.
My
I enjoy my
pleasure.
time here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, guys. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about Dr. Roman or booking an appointment at Ease Wellness Chiropractic in Union City or any of the other 8 locations we have, please be sure to visit our website and book your appointment today. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram for more wellness tips and updates as we continue to cultivate true health. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.